So guys, we will be talking of the start page and then the start events in this section. So let's see that. So if you click on start this layout, then you can see that this page comes. Let's see the objects that are being uh, acquired by this layout. So the objects that are being acquired by this layout are button play, button view tutorial, and sprite. If you click double click any of the object, then you can see the whole how the object looks like. So let's double click on that. Now you can see that the object is something like that. It is a page that is being created, the whole page with this image and this text. Okay, so this type of object has been created. So the whole is an object. Okay, so the whole is an object. Okay, so now this is an object. Cancel that. So this is sprite. This is sprite. So if you click on that, you can see the properties that it is a sprite. So for example, if you right click, insert new object, then you can see this is a sprite. You can add another uh, background for that page. So it's simply sprite. Cancel. Now if you go to button play, okay button play, so you can see that this play button, this is a play button that is of button type. It is of, uh, if you double click this way, you can see downwards, you can see go downwards. If you go downwards, you can see button type. So let's search that. Yeah, it's a words, so it is a button type. So if you click on any of that, you can see it to be okay. It comes to be okay. You can add it as well if you want. So let's uh, so now you can see that a button is also added in our game, which I have added. You can also try it out with your game Flappy Bird. So now you can see that button play is of type play and view tutorial is also of type button, which is which has having a text of view tutorial. Now let's see that how the text is being changed in the game, in the button. For example, if you create a button, with a name, let's say my button. Okay, if you add your button with a my button name, insert that. So let's insert it here. So now you can see in the objects tab that is my button is being added, but it is having okay text. We don't want it to be okay. We want it to be as text to be my button. So how do we change that? So if you click on my button, this object, then you can see in the properties tab, you can go downwards, you can see properties as type, as button, and text. You can change the text from there as text. You can change the text as, let's say, to be my button. So we have changed the text to be my button, and if I press enter with that, then you can see the change in the OK and my button. OK is being converted to my button. Let's do that. So now OK, previously OK is being there, now my button is being there. Let's add that in the downwards part. So let's do that. Okay, so now you can see that there is a simple sprite with the image, and there are three buttons being there. One is being created by us and two are being already created. So now you can see that how button is being created, and we can also do create that. So there's some cool properties of that button, that is initial visibility, that initially we want it to be visible. We can make invisible also initially. You can do that also. Okay, so enable auto font size also. So for example, if you run the game again, let's run that. can't being able to see that my button because we have set it to invisible initially. So let's change it to visible. So let's do that. So let's visible that and then run again. Then you can see that my button is visible. But on clicking that, if you click on play, then your game will run. Your game will run. But if you click uh, if you click on view tutorial, then your link is being working. But if you click on my button, then it is not working because you have to add some events uh, that will, for example, event is clicking event. That is when my button is being clicked, then what should happen? Because we have created an event linked to that my button. So in the next tutorial, we will be working with the start events, how the buttons are being linked with those events, and we will create some cool events with the my button. Okay, so that's for now.